Before we go into the video, don't forget to use TradeUpSpy, the best site for making and creating great trade ups, and if you use my link in the description you get a couple of days for free. Check it out. Hey guys, Majestic Dad here. I had an idea for a bit of a crazy trade up and I wanted to share it with you and show you how it went. So I thought about a trade up where I could try and get the factory new StatTrak AK47 Asiimov, and it's one of those things where, as you can see from these floats, it's going to be really difficult to get these without huge overpay. So how can we avoid overpaying a massive amount? Well, the easiest way is what we've done before, which is make the trade up inputs that we need. If you place buy orders, okay, it would take a little while, so 100 buy orders, so you could use that across 20 each on the 5 different purple restricted inputs, and you can place them for about £2.10p. You can then have enough inputs to make 10 of these classified outputs. The one you don't want is the phosphor, the MP5, but if you get any of the other two, then you're golden. You just combine the 10 outputs, as you can see here. So if you were really unlucky and you got 3 or more phosphors, the MP5s, then you might need to get some lower floats and sell some of the worst ones, but hopefully you get at least a few of the UMP momentum, so you should get in theory at least 3 or 4. Once you've got all those together, and your cost would be around £210 because of all the inputs, your outputs look a bit like this. So the Asiimov sells for about £500, and the Neo Noir on Steam auction will probably sell for about 130 with that really low float, but that's just an estimate. You might be able to get a bit more. So as you can see from the figures, massively profitable. You really need to hit the AK, obviously, but it is hugely profitable if you can. You'll more than double your money, and you'll see a profit of around £285. So again, more than double, but after Steam tax it will be just over double your money, which is crazy. The big drawback to this is obviously that you will need to spend a decent amount of time getting floats in restricted. I tried to do a few, and to be fair, I only tried for a day or two and I got a decent amount. And you don't need to be fussy with floats either, so 0.5 is fine, maybe even a little bit higher. So you should get enough to make some of these. But as always with these things, I'm impatient and I got bored. I made a few inputs, which you can see here. And some of those were good and some were not so good. So it actually made more sense to sell some of those outputs that I got because they were just profitable. And so I sold some of those, and I used the buff balance that I had from some items that I recently sold on buff to buy some of the other inputs. So what I ended up going with was a mixture that had 6 Danger Zone skins, and we had 2 Snakebite, 1 Vanguard, and 1 Shadow. There's a few other collections I was trying to find, which were Huntsman, Wildfire, Winter Offensive, and some other collections like that, but I just couldn't find decent floats on buff without massively overpaying. So you can see on here for 1 or 2 things I did overpay. And the money side here, this is pounds, but it's actually euros on buff that's spent, and euros on buff as outputs. So a decently profitable outcomes. We've got 60% chance to make a really good profit, so that's pretty great. We've got 10% chance to lose a decent amount. In fact, no, we've got more than that. We've got 40% chance to lose a decent amount. The Golden Coil not being quite so bad as the others, but obviously we don't want to see the Neo Noir and we don't want to see the P2000. So let's do this trade up. Let's hope this has been a good few days spent. It's taken me a couple of days to get all these skins and put them together, so I'm hoping that we're going to have enough to make it worthwhile. It's worth noting that these come out in a silly low float. I actually miscalculated and I got 1 or 2 more skins from buff than I needed, so I might do another trade up soon. So I've actually got much lower than I need here, so it's kind of worth it because some of these skins will you know, get a huge overpay. So hopefully we see something good, and let's have a look. Okay, so very nervous. We've got our trade up ready. Got a good chance at some success. Let's see what we can do. I'm really nervous about this one. Let's see something good. 3, 2, 1. Yes, yes, that is good. That is a good result. Whoo! 1.80183. So that is low. That is super low. I'm just gonna check, see what rank that is. It's gonna be super low. Okay, so I've just had a look. That is rank 12. That is so low. It's fucking awesome. Nervous about that one, so I'm super pleased that I've hit that. That's going to be profit probably around 150 euros buff, maybe a little bit more depending on what I can get for it. Yeah, I'm not sure if I like the skin. It's pretty cool, but it's super low float, and I'm happy that I hit it. Could have been worse. It couldn't have been really bad. There's a few things that weren't great, but and it could have been amazing. But this is still, yeah, one of the best profits to get. So thanks for watching. Please we hit a big one, and catch you in one soon. Bye.